Nick Cannon calls it being an entrepreneur. So I've, I made a big business off of branding myself, and that's kind of how I got into the industry anyway. But currently, I still own my branding and marketing company, the Cardi Brand Agency. Under that, I dealt with several different clients, Reebok, hookah companies, or whatever it is, I'm able to operate my business. I am the general manager of 427 Music, which is K-Camp's record label. So I'm running around with him crazy all the time. And then now I am the manager of Incredible South for Nick Cannon. And so I'm all over the place. And not to mention, I have a women's fitness initiative that I do in Atlanta called Power Women Sweat. I am a fitness enthusiast, and I, like to stay in shape with all this hard work that I have going on. And I just have noticed about women in the industry, we're so nasty to each other. It's crazy. We are so catty because we're in a male-dominated industry and we think that we're the enemy, and that's stupid. And so I started this event to bring all these women together that feel like they're so different and show them that they're not. And so they can network, understand that relationships do matter, and it's not just relationships with men, it's relationships with other women also. The fitness part is just a trick. It's funny because this is something that I'm really just learning. So how I balance now is just honoring days when I don't have shit to do, if that makes sense. So I will go and go and go and go, and I grind, but when I can take a break, I take the break and take care of myself. Being around somebody like Nick, who's got lupus, he can't control that. I can control my health, and so I want to start taking care of myself early. So, I take my vitamins, even though they make me feel old, and try to, take emergencies before I get on flights. But I know the type of life that I'm living, and I know that I'm just on it all the time. And so you just have to make taking care of yourself just another part of your job now. Now this is my 6th job, making sure that I'm not ending up in the hospital. But my advice for anybody who's in this business and they want to be, a real entrepreneur who's making money in several different ways, because in 2016, ain't no one source of income that's not going to cut it. That's how I feel. Plan better. You can't just be... A lot of people think that they are busy, and I hate that word because sometimes you be busy doing nothing. And when you plan out your day, okay, cool, I'm doing my fitness event on this day, Nick's coming in town on Saturday, and I plan very perfectly. And then I also plan days for myself to relax. So I know, okay, I like to get massages now, so that's what I'm going to do on Monday. Treat myself and make sure that I'm good. But plan your day out and make sure you're not doing busy work. Make sure you're actually doing work.
You know what I'm saying? You don't really get too many chances in this shit, you know what I'm saying? So when Do It came out, I was like, all right, this that time. And I got fucked in that whole situation. I was like, man, fuck this shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, I ain't got nothing left. What the fuck I'm about to do? Go, you know what I'm saying, hit the trap, or, you know what I'm saying, be on some other shit, or we gonna try this shit again. And we tried that shit again.
Stand on your word. People got to take you serious, and you got to be good at what you do, because that's what's going to back it up at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Just stay hard, grind. You got to grind like the boys do. They stay in the studio for days. I do 12-hour blocks in the studio now. You got to have that hustle.
So he ate 2 cookies, and we couldn't find them. So finally, we looking around. We done with the session. We done with the song. We finished. And we go looking for this guy. He's downstairs in the lobby, passed out because he sipped some lean and ate the cookies.
I gotta abandon everything, and I have to make this happen and follow my instinct, because not only was this person who I was working so hard to take care of, supporting me spiritually, when he passed away, it doubled.